This is the front end, the administrative offices. And then off to this side. Okay, so this is basically a small video clip of our paintballing trip 2006 to Burwash. And the only section of Burwash left standing is Camp Bison. So this Camp Bison was built in 1958 and actually abandoned in 1974. So this is the front end, the administrative offices. And then off to this side is the north wing. In behind the administrative offices is the auditorium and the main kitchen. And then off to the far side would be the, I guess the west wing. And these two rooms here we have cleaned up and made use of. The bottom one is for our kitchen, and the top room is for all the guns and the paintball equipment and sleeping bags. Some of us have slept inside overnight, and the rest of us have slept out here in tents. Tuesday was a bit of a chore getting here. The trail coming into Camp Burwash is basically okay for ATVs and four-wheel drive trucks, and thankfully Ed Feenstra brought both. This is the trail going in. Looks good here, but much further down there's beaver dams and swamps that's got to cross, and things become a little more difficult. So it took us almost 3 hours to get everybody and all the gear in, and as you can see, the area has been completely forested. It was converted to farmland, and most of the inmates here were self-sufficient as far as food goes. And now we'll go inside and join a paintball tournament. I believe this is the Ontario coat of arms, 1958. And this is the various members of Parliament who were involved at that time. And then on the other side, we've got some murals, stone murals, and kind of weird to see fire hydrants right in the middle of the fields. We've actually found bell boxes as well. So this place had its own pumping station, its own sewage station, and water was pumped directly up from the river. So they had all the fire hydrants and power generating station. Everything was here. Inside the administration office, obviously you can see the buildings are very dilapidated. Ceilings have all fallen down, and many of the sections we decided to simply caution tape off and not make use of because of the danger, the broken glass, broken ceramic, and a lot of the damaged steel. Further down, we'll take you into the main auditorium, where there might be a paintball game in process right now. This is actually a guard's shack. Some of the floors go down and up, and it's a little bit confusing at first. In order to keep injuries to an absolute minimum, areas that we were not playing in were caution taped off. Sections where there was broken ceramic, it was basically shoveled off to the side, and the areas that were just too rough, we managed to keep caution tape and didn't get into these areas at all. So basically what the inside of the jail looks like. A lot of the cell doors we would remove or close so that not every cell was in use. And down at the end here is where we have our kitchen, which is being protected by another door so that no paintballs would enter the kitchen area. This is inside the main kitchen area. The other wing, which you might be able to see through these windows, would be the west wing. We removed some of this loose brickwork in here on the first day. That allowed us to use a doorway just below this window here, and we could access also this wing and have both areas for paintball. This would be a guard shack, and up top these areas were used by the guys to also during the paintball. Down in this lower section is the main kitchen. Stoves are still here, but not much else. This area here is the southeast corner. It's the boiler room. We went through this area here and it was really dangerous. The stairway's not leading anywhere. A lot of scrap steel. There are manholes here for bringing coal and oil. They're just wide open. Anybody could fall through and drop 20 feet. So this whole area became out of bounds for paintballing. And I'm just in behind the auditorium here. These are some of the storage areas, which we suspect were food because they're so close to the kitchen. And in through here are some of the old coolers. Backing out, beside us here is the elevator. This elevator shaft goes 4 floors. Ed and I managed to close the upper doors so that no one would mistake them and drop. Obviously, since 1974, many other people have been here. Parties going on, people coming in for hunting and fishing, and maybe even some of the old people that used to live here come back to London. So this is the auditorium. It's above the kitchen area, which we just filmed. Up above here is the film rooms. I think the film projectors were here, and of course some of the guys are using this as a perfect gun spot. So this here is the stage, I guess, for the auditorium. Most of it's dilapidated. It was wood, so part of it burned. And there's somebody there waiting to take a shot. I'm wearing a traffic safety vest. Make sure that no one tries to pick me off. So from up here at the camera room, or we suspect it was a camera room, there is a doorway. If I get through this window here. And that leads out onto the roof. So we had access to the roof as well. So I'm basically in behind the auditorium, between the auditorium and the front entranceway. And this is the east wing. This is the block work that we managed to knock loose because it looked like it was about ready to come down any minute. And that allowed us use of this doorway so that the guys could attack from one wing to the other. Most of the areas were caution tape again where there was a dangerous spot. Games usually lasted a half an hour, and then everyone would regroup and set up new teams in a new game. Okay, I'm going to try and attempt to film this game. This is an attack and defend game, and they're basically trying to defend this camera room. Now the guys attacking have access to the roof. They could also come up through this washroom area, up to the main hallway, or in beside me here through the stage area. It's very difficult getting action while you're filming because you don't want to get hit yourself. I can hear the approaching guys coming in. Okay, we're getting some fire here from the right side of the stage. See the splat start appearing up here. Here's some return fire. Colorful place once we're done. Okay, see another attacker coming in here. There's a small doorway in the hallway leading up to that room, which I think these guys are going to attempt to grab. was a grenade. So in this game here, the defenders win. No access this room. They had blockaded in. Windows were blockaded. The only access would have been through the doorway on the roof. And, so the defenders win this game. Okay, so we're going to have a game here of capture the flag. There's the flag. And I am actually on the roof. And these guys are off on this side. If you can see some of them in there or not. And they might be coming out of this doorway down here. The other team is on the other side of the west side then. I can hear lots, but see nothing.
Way back there.
Back on, go. Also another doorway right down here that they're trying to keep them out of. Apparently inside the building there's a battle going on for this stairway. But I can't really see them, and I don't want to get too close. Want me out of here?
Yeah. Oh, look, didn't get it.
Oh, someone's hit.
They got lost.
The opposing team is trying to protect this doorway and this opening. See all the paintball hits?
Circles as well?
Circles, and they
Have no corners?
no corners.
Okay. And what about these over here?
They're half circles.
Right, so semicircles, half circles. Good. Okay, nice classification.